A ratio is a comparison of two quantities in the same units. Okay, so for example, we can look at the ratio of boys to girls in this class. Example, ratio of girls to boys in our class is 12 to 14. This is the same unit. The unit is people, right? We're comparing two quantities of people, boys and girls. Okay, but what you need to know is how to express this in lowest terms. When you're looking at ratio, it can be expressed like this. Okay, how many of you have seen this before with the colon? Or you can express a ratio as a fraction. Okay, so I can actually write it like this as well. And if you're turning this into lowest terms, it might be easier for you to write it as a fraction. It's up to you. Does anyone remember how to convert a fraction into lowest terms? Because they're both even numbers, we know that they're divisible by 2. Can I take the numerator and divide it by 2 and then divide the denominator by something else? No, you have to, whatever you do to the numerator, you must do to the denominator in order to create an equivalent fraction or an equivalent ratio. So 12 divided by 2, and then 14 divided by 2 is 7. Okay, so this is equal. These are equivalent. So I can write the ratio as 12 to 14 or 6 to 7. Can I write 7 to 6? Would that represent the same thing? No, why not? Why is that wrong? Good. We're comparing girls to boys. So if I wrote 7 to 6, that would mean that the ratio is 7 girls to 6 boys. But that's not true. It's 6 girls to 7 boys. 4a, what did you divide each number by? Divided by 4, good. So 4 divided by 4, 1, 8 divided by 4, 2. So 4 to 8 is equal to 1 to 2. Or 4 over 8 equals 1 over 2. Okay, did anyone do this one differently? What if I started by dividing by 2? What's 4 divided by 2? And what's 8 divided by 2? Okay, did anyone end up with this answer? Did anyone do it this way? And then you continued, right? Then we know that we can continue this. I can still go further. I can make this, it's not in lowest terms yet. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. We get the same answer. Okay, you just want to keep going until it's the lowest term, until they're not divisible by anything anymore, okay? What about B? Yep. What are they divisible by?
5.
Good. So lowest terms, what's the ratio? 3 to 7. And is this lowest terms? Good. Then the last one, what'd you get? Good, you divided by 10, which equals 2 to 5. So we're comparing a ratio of what? What is the ratio comparing? What is it comparing? We're comparing a selling price to the purchase price. So what they sell the item for and what they purchased it for. Okay, what's the selling price? What's the ratio of the selling price? 18 to 7. Okay, and the question says if the computer chip sells for $27, we want to know the purchase price. So where would I write 27, on the left or the right side? Okay, it's on the left side because this represents the selling price. And we need to know what is the purchase price. Well, we have one ratio here, 18 to 7. We need to figure out what the missing value is here. That you can write a ratio as a fraction. So 18 over 7 should be equal to 27 over something. We don't know what that something is. Let's call it x. It's unknown. One way to solve this is to cross multiply. So I'm going to multiply across. I'm going to multiply 18 times x, which would be represented as 18x. And then I'm going to multiply what? Adriana? 7 times 27, what is that? 7 times 27 is 189, yep. Okay, so we have 18x equals 189. We're trying to find out that x value. How do I isolate x now? Divide by 18, so that cancels out. Whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other side. So I have to divide this by 18. I'm left with just my x. What is 189 divided by 18? Yep. 10.5. Now, you brought up a good point. The question was talking about money, right? So how would you write this as a dollar amount? How much would the purchase price be? $10 and what? 50 cents. Good.
Made with Doodlecast Pro.